Place-based learning is the act of making schoolwork in connection with local history, environment, culture, or economy. In order to practice place-based learning, we took a trip to Kings Mountain National Park, which is located in Blacksburg, South Carolina.
This place is significant because, as the National Park website states, the first major victory in the Revolutionary War was here. This was also called the Turn of the Tide of Success by Thomas Jefferson. One unique fact is that no British troops actually fought here. The South was very divided at this time. Some were fighting for independence while others were fighting for loyalty to England.
On our trip, students will be asked to bring along their journals to keep track of their data. They will be using math, social studies, geography, science, and English during this trip.
Standard 4.2. Solve real-world problems involving distance and length. The students will walk the nature trail. While walking, they will keep track of the steps they take by using Fitbits. Once our trip is over, when we return to the classroom, students will compare their steps and then determine a class average. On their walk, they will see many historical monuments such as the one shown.
Standard 3.3, students will demonstrate an understanding of the American Revolution and South Carolina's role in the development of the new American nation. The students will then go to the Living History Farm. Here the students will perform a scavenger hunt to learn all the places on a plantation. The first place the scavenger hunt took them was a house. Next, they went to the garden where the crops were grown. The last place they went was the shed. Here they stored all their crops and secured them from the animals and also the winter season. They stored crops such as corn and cotton.
Standard 2.1. Identify on a map location of places using the legend and cardinal directions. Students will use the maps at the trail and the farm to know where to go. This will help them understand the concepts of a map. They will also use the map of the war to help understand how big the war was.
Standard 2.5, students will demonstrate an understanding how the structures of animals help them survive and grow in their environment. On this trip, students will encounter many different forms of wildlife. They will record what type of animals they see in their journals and explain their habitats.
Standard 2.2. Plan, revise, and edit, focusing on an idea and the ideas of others to strengthen writing. When returning back to school, the students will write a paragraph to describe what they learned during this trip.
The goal of our trip was to inform elementary students on the American Revolution War. We hope that our trip learns all the information needed for their takeaway assignment.